emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call, the final order report from Green Brain Comics.
Howdy, Brainiacs. It's time for Last Call, your one-stop preview for next month's best comics and your last chance to pre-order before the print runs are locked and loaded. I am Dan Merritt, Chief Purchasing Officer here at Green Brain Comics, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on what's hitting our shelves starting Wednesday, July 15th, and a heads up to pre-order by this Sunday, June 21st. The Final Order Report and Green Brain Comics are proudly powered by Comichub. Check out Comichub online at comichub.com or grab the mobile app for Android and iPhone. Create an account or log into your existing one to order. Pay securely and make sure you never miss an issue. Today we will be using Comichub to spotlight items from this week's Last Call for Confirmed Orders Carousel. Let me show you around really quickly here. Once you sign in, behind the orange banner is anything that we may have for you currently in the store, waiting for you to pay for and pick up or have us ship out. Behind the green banner is all the menus we'll be looking at today. Let's click through there. You see your top bar is you could search all items. That's everything in the latest catalogs. Below that is preview pages, PDF previews for some of those books. Search arriving soon is everything on this coming Wednesday's invoice, waiting for that street date you can reserve out of that list. Below that is the Last Call menu. That's the one we'll be using today, but below that is searching events. That's big event, crossover events, manga, and collected editions. These are all ways to sort out that information for you. Let's get back to Last Call and click through there. So you can scroll top to bottom now. You got full thumbnail views, and you can go ahead and subscribe and special order right from this front page. Also, you've got drop down menus. I've got a filter on for just periodicals, and we've got filters for alphanumeric to go right to the titles that you're interested in. All right, let's get out of this view and into our first section for today, and that is Last Call for Small Press Comics. We'll go there. And our first small press comics this week is Mumra the Ever Living #4 from Dynamite Entertainment. Where's Mumra? There he is. And we get the Space Ghost Annual. This is a one-shot that closes up the most recent season of the Space Ghost series. This is written by David Pepose with interiors by Jonathan Lau. And as Space Ghost and the twins mourn their recent losses, they find themselves trying to stop a dangerous heist pulled by the master thief known as Magnus and his mysterious reality warping alien. Can they discover the deadly secret behind Magnus's mind-bending crime spree before it's too late, or will the enigmatic alien bring untold destruction to the galaxy? We've got an A cover by interior artist Jonathan Lau. Bjorn Behrens on the B. Tom Rainey over at Dynamite. That's interesting. Jerry Ordway. All for Space Ghost Annual #1. This drops on July 15th from Dynamite Entertainment. Moving over to Ignition Press, we got a new debut from writer Christian Ward and artist John J. Pearson. All the great artists have one thing in common. They're dead. They're dead. A true patron of the fine arts, Mr. Cherish has dedicated his life to scouting and supporting emerging artists, launching countless unknowns from obscurity into industry superstardom. Unfortunately for these young artists, the secrets to Cherish's success is their untimely demise. Nothing makes a work of art more desirable and valuable to collectors than the passing of its creator. And Cherish has refined his ability to orchestrate profits. To orchestrate spectacular tragedies without leaving a trace before selling his dead protege's oeuvres for massive profits. From writer Christian J. Ward and artist John J. Pearson, it's the Patron #1. It drops on July 29th from Ignition Press with an A cover from John Pearson. No, an A cover from Christian Ward. And a B cover from John Pearson himself. It's the Patron #1, July 29th. On July 15th, we get the next issue of Defiant, Volume 1, Number 3 of this 4-issue miniseries. Junk Punch continues with its second issue from Paul Tobin and Carlos Javier Olivares. Mad Cave debuts a new series called Mr. Nemo. A new chapter of the underworld universe begins here. A brilliant analyst uncovers a global conspiracy and is immediately marked for disappearance, only to be rescued by the mysterious Nemo, a man waging a secret war from beneath the ocean. As they dive into a hidden world of covert power and impossible technology, one question remains. Can they save the world before it even knows it's in danger? From writer Mark London, artist Alden K. Dropping on July 15th with an A cover from Duncan Rouleau. Alden K., who does interiors on the B. Mike Perkins. It's all for Nemo, Mr. Nemo #1, July 15th, Mad Cave. The Massive Verse Superverse drops from Antarctic Press, Ninja High School #203 on July 22nd. And Pounds of Power #4. Oni Press has Adventure Time #15th, scheduled for July 15th. And the 13th issue of EC Catacomb of Torment, which I previously described as a 12-issue miniseries. Haha. I was wrong. And Oni Press debuts Supermondo Mega Mutts #1 on July 15th. Mud Up or Shut Up. Superstar in the making Kurt Pyers and powerhouse artist Juan Gideon are ready to rock the comic book industry to its core with a double-sized 40-page first issue debut of a brand new team of raucously rowdy anthropomorphic anti-heroes with teeth. 1 year ago, a fragment of an interdimensional civilization collided into downtown LA, creating an impregnable no man's land where the laws of physics no longer apply. Convinced that no human being could survive the terrain within, the U.S. government's most morally compromised contractors decide to explore the area condemned the Gleam by sending in 4 research animals in the hopes of recovering its precious technological wonders. Well, something apparently happens and leads to anthropomorphic fun on July 15th. From Kurt Pyers, Juan Gideon, Supermondo Mega Mutts #1 with an A cover from Juan Gideon. Alex Diotto in this TMNT tribute. Carl Kerschel, David Lafuente, and we get a foil variant of the Alex Diotto TMNT tribute. It's Supermondo Mega Mutts #1, drops on July 15th. Vault Comics comes out with the 3rd issue of Excommunicated from Jeremy Robinson, Tiago Palma. Titan has Savage Sword of Conan #15, scheduled for July 15th on FOC this weekend, with a beautiful B cover by Esed Ribic. And Diablo Dawn of Hatred #4. Gun Honey Doubles Down #1, sold out immediately. And so we get a second printing with a full art cover on the A. And we get a second issue with a Derek Chew cover and a Dirty Dirty Ivan Tao cover. Gun Honey Doubles Down #2. And that does it for the small press. Let's move on up to the medium press with Boom Studios Pinhead. This is the Hellraiser Legacy Facsimile Edition. We're reprinting this classic issue, the first pain-packed issue of Clive Barker's Pinhead, on August 5th. And we also get the debut of Power Rangers Green on August 5th. Here's the last Power Ranger on Earth, but that doesn't mean he's alone. The world we know is long gone. Tommy Oliver has put away his morpher and settled into a quiet life with his strange little family. But one day, an unexpected visitor from his past arrives on his doorstep and challenges him to take up the hero's mantle once more. Can he relive the past with his unexpected ally? Will the Green Ranger finally return? Go on an unexpected journey with Power Rangers veteran writer Paul Alor and upcoming artist Gustavo Vargas as they explore a re-envisioned future for Tommy Oliver and the fate of the world as we know it, with an A cover by Tony Harris. Gustavo Vargas on the B. Tommy Oliver cardstock connecting variant by Chris Mooniam. A foil version of the Tony Harris cover. And a special reveal, FOC reveal variant by Deb J.J. Lee. And that looks like an unlimited variant of the Gustavo Vargas. It's Power Rangers Green #1. Moving on up to Dark Horse Comics, we get a 3rd issue of Avatar: The Last Airbender on July 15th. And July 29th, we get the 2nd issue of Concrete Stars Over Sand. That first issue came out this week and wowed everybody. Paul Chadwick has still got it. What a beautiful kickoff to this brand new 5-issue series. Hellboy and the BPRD, ongoing number 98. It's Hellboy in Love, Obsidian #2. And He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, The Wings of Fate #2 drops on July 29th. And July 15th sees the release of John le Carré's The Circus Losing Control #3. This book is a little bit late, so please, if you're interested, make sure you get those orders in. Magic the Gathering Untold Stories, Jace #3. And Star Wars Hyperspace Stories, The Bad Batch Rogue Agent #4. What a title. And the single debut on this week's FOC from Dark Horse Comics is a Nano #1. Hello, Nano. Sana is a badass operative of the underground organization, The Order. She and her longtime comrade, Lucas, have been assigned to Nano. A mega city run on prison labor and roiling from blackouts. While Lucas is tasked with infiltrating Nanocor's secretive research facility, Sana's mission is something she's never trained for, playing the doting wife of Lucas's cover. This is a pretty heavy-sounding pitch. It is from writer Alexandra Grant with art by Natasha Bustos, who did this A cover. It's Nano number 1. Nano. And IDW breaks out with a couple of debuts. With a new issue from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures continues. This is 39. Looks like it's Scumbag. What? Really? It looks more like the Toxic Avenger. It's Muckman. Would you believe Muckman? Mm-hmm. And debuting from IDW's Valiant imprint, crossing over with Udon Comics, it's Street Fighter versus the Valiant universe. This is a special, I assume, one-shot. Written by fellow retailer Timmy Haig with art by Alfredo Cardona. Two iconic entertainment franchises from the 90s unite for the most unexpected comic crossover of 2026. Cammy from Capcom's best-selling fighting game franchise Street Fighter collides with the nanite-infused super soldier Bloodshot from Valiant Comics in this special crossover one-shot. Cammy and Bloodshot share dark past where they were used as living weapons against their will. Now free from their controllers, these two professional butt kickers will come face to face as they raid a Chandaloo outpost deep in the heart of Africa. From Timmy Haig, Tim Seeley, Alfredo Cardona. And an A cover from Filippo Curzi, debuting on July 29th. We got a B cover from Jonas. We got an E-Tree cover. And Nubovic on the D. It's Street Fighter vs. Valiant Universe Special, July 29th. And that does it for the medium-sized press. Let's move on up to Last Call for Image Comics. And first up from Image Comics this week, it's Assorted Crisis Events. This book is running a little late from its original schedule, so I'll show you one of the variant covers because it's from a gimmick that they ran a couple of months ago. It's the Invincible Team-Up variant. This from interior artist Eric Zawadzki with the classic Crisis tribute with the Invincible Infusement. Invincible month. A couple months ago. Darkness number 6, July 15th. Yeah, hope that showed. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn number 16. Department of Truth number 38. Da Orc number 6 with a new story arc. And an end of a story arc from G.I. Joe number 24. If Destruction Be Our Lot continues with number 3 on July 15th. What's going on there? Robots. And folks, we get a whole bunch of new printings of the Invincible Universe Battle Beast series, kicking off with an 8th printing of number 1 with a cover by Howard Porter. Number 2, 5th printing, Howard Porter. Number 3, 5th printing, Howard Porter. These are all by Howard Porter. What do you know? Number 4, 5th printing. Number 5, 4th printing from Leonardo Romero. Carl Kerschel on number 6, 4th printing. Annalisa Leone. No, that's Giuseppe Camuncoli on 3rd printing. Number 8, third printing by Mike Hawthorne. Number 9, second printing by Jason Howard. And a brand new issue, it's Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 11, covered by Ryan Otley. The next issue of Lady Mechanica, The Mechanical Menagerie, number 3 of 4, covered by Joe Benitez. Number 2 of M1 Monster Racing League, Jay Lee. What a cool cover. Love it. Of the Earth, number 3, Charlie Adlard. Rocketfellers, this is part 3 of the Unbelievables crossover, covered by Francis Manipal. Look, it's the $1 Trillion Kid. Super Creep Show number 5 with a tribute to the classic Fantastic Four number 1 cover by Piper. And Tigress Island wraps up this mini-series with this finale issue with a cover by Epic. Hey, it's the $1 Trillion Kid. Number 1 gets a second printing. Hooray! With a cover by Ivan Rice. Walking Dead Deluxe 141, first time in stunning full color. And with a new story arc, Epic is back. Something Epic number 13 debuts this new story arc on July 15th by superstar creator Simon Kodransky. An A cover by Simon and Todd McFarlane with a detailed raw art cover by Todd McFarlane. Ooh, it's a tribute cover for Friday the 13th. And a tribute cover to the classic EC horror homage. It's Something Epic number 13, dropping on July 15th. Simon Kodransky. And our final debut from Image Comics, dropping on July 15th from superstar writer Rob Liefeld and artist Seth the Moose. It's Badrock number 1. The Youngblood favorite gets his own solo series spin-off. The youngest and most dynamic member of the world's greatest super squad blasts off in his own solo spotlight. When Badrock's mom is abducted, he is forced to submit to the demands of his mysterious abductors. Oh my god, Badrock number 1 debuts on July 15th with a bunch of covers from superstar artists like Rob Liefeld himself and interior artist Seth the Moose. We got a C cover from Brett Bean, creator of Dork. Another Rob Liefeld cover. Cool bandana. Where's all the pouches? And a Seth the Moose variant. Yeah, Seth the Moose variant on E. It's Badrock number 1, July 15th. Get down here. And that does it for Image Comics this week on FOC. Next up, Last Call for DC Comics. And first up on DC is... it's Absolute Catwoman. We got a second printing of Absolute Catwoman number 1. We've got a couple different covers for this one, but Comichub is flubbing up on them a little bit. Suffice it to say, if you can't get to it, let me know by email. But it does have this Kari Andrews foil cover by... Look, it's Kari Andrews, $7.99. Also in the Absolute universe, we got Absolute Flash number 17, July 15th. And Absolute Green Arrow number 3. Number 2 just sold out so quick, dudes. I hope they do a quick turnaround on number 2. Batman Superman World's Finest number 53 with a cover by Dan Mora. Batwoman number 5, Danny cover. Cool cover by Sebastian Fiumara on Catwoman 89. Deathstroke the Terminator Revealed number 5. End of Life from DC Vertigo. And Lobo number 5, Jorge Corona cover. Nightwing, balled up fist. Plump, plump. Nightwing number 140. Ooh, hey, look, it's a facsimile edition of Showcase number 4, presenting The Flash, classic reprint from Robert Kanigher, John Broome, and Carmine Infantino. Superman Unlimited number 15, part of the Reign of the Superboys era. New Titans, whatever this book is called, number 37 from Tate Bromball, Marcus Toe, Torrin Clark cover. Wonder Woman 35 with this beautiful Jeff Spokes cover. And let's see, debuting on FOC this week from DC Comics, it's Dark Knights of Steel Volume 2, number 1. This is a 12-issue miniseries featuring the fan favorite Elseworlds epic as it continues across an entire medieval world that was forever changed when a spaceship crash landed from a doomed planet. Monarchs died, victims rose, long buried treachery came to light, and a league was born. Now, an ancient violent war brews beneath the waves, one that promises untold destruction should it break the surface. If the league hopes to weather it and protect the lands of its realms and beyond, it must first root out the treacherous agents hiding in plain sight amidst its own ranks. Worldwide best-selling writer Tom Taylor and acclaimed artist Otto Schmidt welcome you back to the epic high fantasy world of Dark Knights of Steel, where the darkest days yet still lie ahead. With an A cover from Yasmin Putri, debuting on the 15th of July. You could special order this cover by Travis Moore, David Parator, Gerald Peril. That's pretty cool. Dude, that's cool. A Gerald Peril foil, all for Dark Knights of Steel 2, number 1 of 12, July 15th from DC Comics. That does it for DC Comics on FOC this week. Next up, Marvel Comics. And we got maybe the final issue of Alias Red Band. This is number 5, A Dance with the Devil. David Mack cover. Captain Marvel Dark Past. Cool cover by interior artist Lucas Vernac. Imperial Guardians continues with number 5. Look, it's the Death's Head. Mark Spector Moon Knight. Number 6. Guest starring Blade. Amazing Spider-Man hurtles towards issue 1000 with this Amazing Spider-Man number 33. Cool Ed McGuinness cover. Ooh, let me get back to that. Better. Spider-Man Long Way Home continues on July 22nd. Also, the debut, or the final battle begins for Moonstar number 5. Wolverine 24, War of the Wounds. Uh-oh. Just call him Stubby. And look, we get Uncanny X-Men number 32. Very cool. Alan Davis-like cover by Luciano Vecchio. Good times. Ooh, and we also get an Alex Ross Marvel Dimensions variant on that same issue of Uncanny X-Men number 23. I'll be getting that one for the shelf. Wonder Man continues with number 5. And it's the 65th anniversary of the Fantastic Four. And to celebrate, Marvel got an extra large, extra fantastic adventure for you, starring everyone's favorite adventurers, spanning centuries of history and a universe of scientific progress. The Fantastic Four have been defeated with their personal arrows of time reversed. They're careening into the past with no hope of salvation unless a complete stranger can find out what they need. But even if she does, that will only get them halfway home, because there's still a threat in the present that's waiting to kill them. And that's if they can arrive there alive. This is one issue you won't want to miss, because you'll have to wait 65 years for anything like it. Plus, Johnny's mustache saves New York City. We got an A cover. Oh, this issue is written by series writer Ryan North with series artist Humberto Ramos on interiors and this A cover. We got a B cover by Annie Wu with the Mary Jane Watson variant theme. And we have the second homage to the classic Fantastic Four cover number 1. This by Humberto Ramos. Chris Anka with this future iconic cover. A NetEase Marvel Rivals variant by Humberto Ramos. We got a Pixar 40-year variant. Also kind of a Fantastic Four homage. Yeah, I believe so. It's Fantastic Four number 15, the 65th anniversary of the Fantastic Four. Drops on August 5th. Woo! All right. Next up, it's the Queen in Black, Hela number 1. The Queen takes her throne. Pardon me. There she is. Oh, it's cool like that. The Queen takes her throne. All the secrets of the Queen in Black revealed. Why were Hela and Tyr in Midgard when the Rainbow Bridge fell? How did she cage Null, god of the void? And which Thor tried to stop her? Balder the Brave seeks the answers from Carnilla of the Norns, but will he live to tell anyone else? From writer Al Ewing and artist Carlos Magno. We get an A cover by Pasquale Ferry. Carlos Magno does this cool artist variant. Ooh, it's Peach Momoko with that creepy variant. It's Queen in Black, Hela number 1. This kind of reeks of a one-shot spinning out of the Queen in Black event. Drops on July 22nd. All right. The other summer event kicks off on September 2nd. Really? That far ahead? Interesting. All right. Hey, it's DNX. The X virus unleashed. The X-Men and 3K, each steered by an original heir of Xavier, each with his own vision for the mutant people, each at one another's throats. Cyclops and the Chairman both experienced the future of the Age of the Revelation and came home with a renewed vision. The X-Men to prevent the future, 3K to own it. While the X-Men seek out the Fantastic Four to help save one of their own, the White Beast begins his plan to unleash the X-Virus in a major population area. Evolution is contagious. It's DNX #1, drops on September 2nd from Jed MacKay, spinning out of events in the X-Men series by the writer of the same name, and featuring interior art by Federico Vincentini and an A cover by Carrie Andrews. Vincentini on the B. Ji Young Lee with that cool magic cover. Ew, how creepy with the demon face and everything. It's the John Tyler Christopher negative space on the White Beast. Lionel Francis UX. Ryan Stegman. And Scotty Young on this big giant forehead variant. Ooh, you could special order a True Believers blind bag for this very issue featuring, I don't know, variants. It's DNX #1 with this very special A cover by Carrie Andrews, drops on September 2nd. And debuting much sooner on July 22nd is this one shot written by Saladin Ahmed and featuring interior art by Tony Daniel. It's X-Men, the Wildfire Murder Homicide at the Hellfire Gala. When an iconic mutant power player is murdered at an exclusive masquerade hosted by Sebastian Shaw, it falls to Wolverine and Jubilee to solve a locked room mystery that has dire consequences for all mutant kind. Everyone is a suspect, and the party isn't over yet. From Saladin Ahmed and Tony Daniel doing interiors, we got an A cover from Luciano Vecchio. Inhyuk Lee with this Marvel Snap swimsuit variant. RB Silva. Roger Antonio. And a Scotty Young variant. All for X-Men, the Hellfire Club, Hellfire Murder #1, July 22nd. And that does it for Marvel Comics on FOC this week. Before I let you go, let me tell you about a quick couple of events we have coming up. There it is. And our first event is, let's see, a week from Saturday, we are helping to promote the Pride celebration at the Senate Theater with a very special showing of a John Waters film entitled Multiple Maniacs. It drops on Saturday, June 27th at 8 p.m. at the Senate Theater. Check out the Senate Theater website at senatetheater.com for more information. We will be down at the Detroit Festival of Books, otherwise known as the Detroit Book Fest. This is the 9th annual event. It happens on Sunday, July 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Eastern Market. You know where the Eastern Market is. It's the Detroit Festival of Books. Check them out online. And we invite you all back to celebrate Brain Candy number 80 on Monday, July 20th at 7 p.m., featuring music by Jake MacArthur, the poetry of Edie Roberts, prose from Amy Probst, and the visual art of Anna Van Schap. It's Brain Candy number 80, put together by the Dan E. Wickett Legacy Committee and put on for free at Green Brain Comics. And join us back here this Tuesday at 6:30 for our live stream preview of New Comic Book Day on the eve of New Comic Book Day. No. It's BRAINSCAN, hosted by Katie, photographed by myself, and technologized by Monty. It's a big team effort. It's BRAINSCAN. And thank you so much for joining me today on Last Call for Final Orders. Remember to get your orders in by Sunday at midnight. I'd also like to thank Klezmageddon for our opening and closing music. stay up to date on all of our happenings, we are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. All the links you need for our shopping cart, website, and Comichub are all right below in the description. We are spreading the love of comics and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, folks.
Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call, the final order report from Green Brain Comics.